YouTube. How's it going today, you guys? So today's October 15th, and today is the day that we are going to remember all of the babies that never were, but were. I know that's kind of a weird way to think about it. They might have been ectopic pregnancies, they might have been chemical pregnancies, they might have been early losses, they might have been late-term losses, they might have been stillbirths, they might have been babies with genetic abnormalities, they might have been babies who went home and didn't stay for long. But today is the day that we remember all of those babies, and this is a club that I wish that I was not a member of. I wish that all of the babies who had been in my belly came home with us, but that's just not the case. Before Harrison, I had one chemical pregnancy is how they classify it. So I had a loss at about 6 weeks. And then I also had a loss directly after that at about 7.5 weeks. And you're gonna hear some noises in the background. My kiddos are home with me today. So today, on this day, when we remember all of the babies who were born into our hearts but were never born into our arms, or were born into our arms and didn't stay, I wanted to talk about a few ways that we can honor those babies. So I have 8 different ideas. Some of them that I know were used by people who are close to me who have lost a baby. Some of them I have actually used myself when I lost a baby. So let's go ahead and get started on that list. Okay, so the first way that you can honor or remember a baby that you have lost is through jewelry. And I think that this is a physical reminder of the child, and it's something that you can have with you every single day, whether it's a ring or a necklace or a bracelet or anything else that reminds you of your baby that passed. One of my close friends has a baby footprint on a bracelet. It's a miniature size of the footprint of the baby that she lost. So it's a way to keep that baby present in their family, and I think it is a beautiful idea. I also have watched Waters' wife, Amy Waters and Tyson, and they got some beautiful necklaces with ashes of their sweet son Beckett when he passed. So I think that those are both beautiful ideas, and jewelry is a great way to honor your baby. The second idea I have to honor a baby that you may have lost is through a tattoo. And this idea is definitely not for everyone, but if you are a tattoo person, it could be very cathartic and it could be very healing. I know that for major milestones in my life, I have gotten tattoos. So I love this idea. I've seen lots and lots of people get tattoos in remembrance of their babies. I actually have a good friend who had a baby who passed away from SIDS, and she has a tattoo of his footprint, and it is absolutely beautiful. So tattoos are a great way to heal and move forward from a loss. The next idea that I have to honor your baby is to either plant a tree or a garden. I have a good friend who lost her son earlier this year, and they planted a garden for this baby, and it was absolutely beautiful. When the baby passed, actually everyone came together and planted the garden for them in remembrance of the baby, and it was just a beautiful community gesture. I've seen people plant trees so that they can, measure the growth of the tree as they would measure the growth of their child. It's very healing and cathartic for them. It's a beautiful way to represent the life of your child. Another way that you can honor a baby that you may have lost is through getting yourself something to cuddle. I have known lots of parents who have lost babies either to SIDS or to stillbirth who just feel that their arms are aching and empty. And I recently came across something where the hospital will actually send you home with a teddy bear that is the weight of your baby and or the weight of a baby that would have been full term. So I think this is a really sweet idea. Another great idea that I saw to honor a baby that may have passed is to dedicate a star to them. So I've known lots of people to dedicate stars for lots of different reasons, but to know that your baby is physically a star looking down on you is a really beautiful idea. If you are a religious person, it could be, to symbolize your baby in heaven. If you're not a religious person, it could just be to see your baby as something that's beautiful and to, have that to physically look back at. The next idea that actually is something that I did is to write. So I am a writer by trade, and it's just something that's really healing and cathartic for me. And journaling about loss and pregnancy loss is something that can really help you to heal on your grief journey. So I highly recommend journaling or bullet journaling or smash journaling. I've seen a lot of people get into that. So it is something that can be very healing, and it is a great way to get those emotions out, especially if you're not ready to talk about them yet. The last idea I have is to donate to charity. So this is something that I actually did to honor the loss of Amy and Tyson's son Beckett. They are Water's Life, and I'll link their channel below. I actually donated 68 ounces of breast milk in total in his honor using the hashtag givebackforbeckett. And I just really wanted to support them, and I knew that they were hoping that people would be giving back in their son's honor, and it was just something that I had to give, and I thought it was a great idea. So you can use your pain to give to others and to support others, and that can be very cathartic as well. So this video again is for all of the babies who were born into our hearts but were not born into our arms, or who were born into our arms and didn't stay. So my heart goes out to anyone who has suffered pregnancy or infant loss, and I just want to wrap my arms around you today and hug you. So if you are someone who has had a loss, please leave the story of your loss below. If your child was born into your arms and you were able to name that baby, or if they weren't born into your arms and you named that baby, please leave your baby's name below in the comments. I would love to hear those beautiful names and hear the stories of your kiddos. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos about parenting or anything else, feel free to hit that red subscribe button below. And thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.